Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today what I have for you guys is a brand new GTA 5 online video. The new weekly update is here, so of course we have brand new money bonuses, discounted vehicles, we have some removed vehicles featured back into the game that one may not be discounted, but also removed vehicles that are discounted as well. On top of that, this week we're going to be talking about all of that, how to unlock some free vehicles this week in GTA Online, good gun ban discounts to get a certain weapon that I'm holding in my hands right now. One of the removed vehicles this week that you can get is this vehicle right behind me. We're going to be talking about how you can unlock this as well as many more, as well as how to make some extra money on the bottom dollar bounties DLC this week, in addition to the money bonuses, because we have some free money rewards, or essentially small little challenges you can do to earn extra money bonuses here in GTA Online for this week. So welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. And with that being said, let's get started. Now, for this weekly update here in GTA Online, let's talk about the removed as well as discounted vehicles, because we have a selection of both. We have our normal discounted vehicles for the week. We have our normal removed vehicles for the week that are featured back for a limited time. And then we also have removed vehicles that are featured back for a limited time, but they're also vehicles that are on discount. So let's jump into those first. Basically, I have my garage organized on the left side of cars I think you should buy this week and cars that I think are worth buying. And then on the right, we have vehicles that, you know, they're cool, but I don't really think that you should spend your money on them. One of those being the Declassy Lifeguard we're going to talk about in a little bit, but because there's a way to get that technically for free. But let's jump in here. First, we have the Anis S80RR. This is 30% off this week. It's going to cost you $1,802,500 at the LS car meet. It is a removed vehicle. It is an awesome supercar. It's got top-notch acceleration. It's got a competitive top speed of 123 miles an hour. It's sharp. It's got super stable handling. Honestly, it's excellent for heavily turn-based races. The design is inspired by the Nissan R90C as well as the Mazda 787B, probably more prominently the 787B, my favorite car of all time, and it positions itself just behind the Benefactor LM87 in terms of raw speed and overall performance for like one of these endurance race cars here in GTA Online. 100% worth the money this week. Now we'll jump in to 30% off the Ocelot XA21. Also another car you can get from the LS car meet because it's a test drive vehicle for the week. It's going to cost you $1,662,500. This is an incredibly visually striking hypercar. It has a top speed of 122.50 miles an hour, and it's competitive, but it's not going to be the fastest in the sports and supercar class. It is inspired by that Jaguar XC75, or the CX75, excuse me, as well as you can kind of get some elements from like the overall body shape with the McLaren P1. You're going to get offered some pretty good handling with this. You get a nice aerodynamic profile with this car. It stands out for its design and of course its balanced performance, I think, among top tier supercars in the game. If there's one word to describe this car, it's balanced. It's got excellent handling, not the fastest in the game, but excellent handling, and my personal favorite thing is the exhaust note on this car. It's one of the best sounding cars in the game, in my opinion. Then we'll move on here to the Dubachi Massacro, also an LS car meet test drive vehicle. You can buy it for $385,000 this week. It is not on discount. It isn't older, but it is a very competitive vehicle in this game. Got a top speed of 123 miles an hour. It is capable of keeping pace with its peers like the Zentorno, which we reviewed last week as one of the podium vehicles and one of the free vehicles for the week. You can also keep up with the Turismo R in races. It excels in braking. The handling during high-speed cornering is going to present a few challenges here, so it is going to require skillful driving to manage your traction effectively with this car, but I'd say it's still worth picking up this week. And of course, you get some cool race liveries which you can customize, things like that. Next up, what I think is the most underrated vehicle this week, it is the Anis Silvestre. You can get this from Simeon's Premium Deluxe Motorsport. You can buy it for $1,012,800, so just over $1 million. It kind of merges the aesthetics of the 1970s Japanese coupes with really good and robust performance. The top speed is 117 miles an hour, so it could be a little bit faster, but the traction is going to be ideal for those sharp corners in the game, as well as city driving, and it is weaponized. Its weaponization option is going to include front-mounted machine guns, so that's going to add a little bit of versatility for both racing as well as combat scenarios while you're on missions, things like that. It's the same front-mounted machine guns as we had on the Ocelot Ardent as our LS car meet prize ride from last week, the Ruiner 2000, the Blazer Aqua, things like that. Now let's talk about the other vehicles that you don't really need to buy, but let's check them out. So we have the Declassy Lifeguard. This is also from Premium Deluxe Motorsport this week. It'll cost you $865,000. Of course, you get the unique California yellow and red lifeguard design, you get the roof-mounted rescue gear. This variant of the Granger also offers improved handling in its class, but it's going to be hindered by, of course, just the fact that it's an SUV, so it's going to be slow and inconsistent in terms of braking overall as a vehicle. What's weird is it is rear-wheel drive, and the specialized equipment is going to limit your off-road capability, and it's also going to reduce your passenger capacity compared to other Granger models, but still, nonetheless, it is definitely a cool SUV and truck you could pick up in this game right here. If you do want to get it, I wouldn't recommend you buy it. What I recommend you do is test drive this from Simeon's Premium Deluxe Motorsport and then go over to the lifeguard station at the beach. It's very likely that the Declassy lifeguard is going to spawn. Then you could steal it from the beach and then just drive it to your garage and you're good to go. I wouldn't buy it from the dealership itself. Then we have the Volcar Nebula Turbo, also from Premium Deluxe Motorsport. You can buy this for $820,370. This is a sports classics vehicle, and it contends with performance similar to the Futo if you've driven that, but it is going to be hampered by its very, very heavy build. It's got poor braking, so it takes a long time to stop, and I think it has poor traction as well, in my opinion. Despite its unique 1970s Volvo 242 GT inspired design and its more robust frame, I think the compromised handling and the bouncy suspension it has doesn't really make it a good option to buy here in this game, but I'm pretty sure you can apply drift upgrades to this car, so that's the one unique feature you can use on it if you're interested. Then we have the BF Bifta. This is also from Premium Deluxe Motorsport, same with the Western Cliffhanger over there, which we're going to talk about, but you can get this vehicle for $75,000, so it is pretty cheap. It's a dune buggy. It's got deceptive appearance though, I think. It offers a very fast top speed. It goes 108 miles an hour, which is pretty quick. This thing looks like it would only go 85 max, right? No. And it's got very solid acceleration. It's good for all off-road terrains. Despite its quirky look too, it's going to struggle with stability on bumpy landscapes. It's got poor braking and handling, but it is vulnerable as well in combat due to the, obviously exposed cabin here. There's no windows or anything like that, just the minimized roll cage. But this thing is very fun off-road if you want to take it on dusty trails, dirt roads, things like that. Not a rock crawler, it is just a dune buggy, but it's great out in the desert. Definitely buy it and just try it out this week. Also, it says Mark 1 there. Are we ever going to get a Mark 2? Imagine, that would be crazy. Rockstar would make it fly all around the map, I bet. Next, and finally, we have the Western Cliffhanger, also from Premium Deluxe Motorsport. You can get this vehicle and this bike for $225,000. This is a potent race contender. It goes up to 125 miles an hour. It's got excellent handling. This bike can perform high-speed wheelies and long stoppies. It rivals the Gargoyle in my opinion. And obviously the design here, if you are a bike person, I would say it's more inspired by the Harley Davidson XR750 maybe. It's going to marry that classic racing aesthetic with also robust functionality in the game. And maybe it would appeal to enthusiasts of both choppers as well as trial dirt bikes. It's a pretty cool vehicle. Is it worth $225K? I think so. I own it. Besides this one, I bought another because I want to customize it in a different way, but I already have one at my Hawick Clubhouse as well. So those are all of the discounted as well as removed vehicles here that you can get in GTA Online for this weekly update. In the back, I just have my Pegassi Pizza Boy as well as the Vapid Bullet that I just haven't moved to a different garage so far. So don't worry about those. Those aren't available this week. Now for this week in GTA, while the money bonuses aren't that great like we kind of talked about here, you can get some free money rewards, which are pretty nice. And not that they're necessarily worth purchasing a bail office just for the actual money you're going to get, because that would only essentially discount the bail office. You're not making all the money back. But if you do already own a bail office, so you don't want to miss out on this week in GTA. So the weekly challenge for this week is just securing a total of 8 bounty targets, and you will be rewarded with $100,000. But in addition to that, if you secure 3 most wanted bounty targets, these guys on the right, the red ones, you will also be rewarded with $100,000. So just do 3 in a row, or just 3 throughout the course of this week. You'll get paid the $120,000 to $135,000 for doing the most wanted target bounties each, and then you'll also make a $100,000 bonus in addition to that. Now, in addition to both of those rewards, if you secure 5 standard bounty targets, these blue ones here with the hour cooldown, you will also be rewarded with $100,000. So if you do 5 blue ones, 3 most wanted ones, you'll do both of those free money rewards for $200,000. Then you'll also complete the weekly challenge for a total of 8 bounty targets, and you will be rewarded with $100,000 right there. So just for completing 8 bounties, $300,000 in addition to all the money you're making for the bounties themselves. Not too bad of a deal this week in GTA. I know Players want some businesses and, bonuses on businesses. I think the bottom dollar bail enforcement office should have just been double money for this week on everything, or even if it was just standard bounty targets. But nonetheless, that's what we have. So let's make some extra money with bounties you may already be going after this week in GTA. As for one of your free vehicles this week at the Diamond Casino and Resort, your Lucky Wheel podium vehicle is the Declassy Yosemite Drift, or the Drift Yosemite, excuse me. This is a fun car, or a fun little truck. You can drift around. You can apply drift upgrades to it as well. It's not just in the name. You can drift without them, honestly, but now you can actually add drift upgrades with the new, I think, bottom dollar bounties DLC, right? Or maybe that was added back with Chop Shop. But either way, the Declassy Drift Yosemite is a cool truck that you want to try and win this week in game. Of course, we need to do it. We always spin the Lucky Wheel both on my weekly update guide on Thursday and in my Tuesday update reminder. So let's get this wheel, let's spin it, let's see if we can unlock it this week. I don't actually own one. I owned one a long time ago, and I own one on PS4, but not on PC. We're not going to get the car, we're just going to get $20,000. Don't forget today as well, guys, whenever you stop by the casino, grab your daily visitor chips. You guys got me in the habit of doing this. I don't know why I always just forgot about this. It takes half a second. So there we go. Now here at the LS Car Meet, we do have the Vapid Dominator GTX. So it's another Mustang here in this game. To be honest, this is the worst performing Mustang that you can get and the worst performing Dominator in GTA. If you do want to unlock it this week, the prize ride challenge that you need to complete is just winning LS Car Meet Series races for 3 days in a row. I would say it's worth it just to have the vehicle, because it's not too resource intensive of a challenge. It's not going to take you forever. You just need to log in for 3 days and get these done. But if you're just someone who isn't interested in this vehicle because you know the handling that it has, then of course, yeah, it's not really worth unlocking. I'll probably do it just so I have something to do in game this week because the money bonuses aren't that great. But nonetheless, Vapid Dominator GTX as your second free vehicle for this week, the LS Car Meet prize ride. It's just so average. It's mid, but like most things in life, a lot of things are mid, right? Because that's what makes the great things great. When it comes to the money bonuses this week in GTA Online, I will have my money guide out tomorrow, so make sure to tune back into the channel on Friday, August 9th, and you guys will get a guide on how to earn money with the bail enforcement staff. It's very fast and easy. The staff that you gotta get at your bail office and your bail agents, they're very expensive, but they are kind of worth it, and you can make a lot of the money back this week if you're planning on putting in some hours. It costs no money to send these guys out to do some work for you, and once you guys do that, they will accrue money in your wall safe for you. Normally you're getting between what? It's like $7,500 and like $14,000, $15,000 from both agents combined in your wall safe each day, each 48 minutes. But now with double money, you'll make almost up to $30,000. So we could check our wall safe income. I am saving this so I can make a video on it. So of course, I'm not gonna grab this money out of my wall safe, but it is gonna take you a long time to make your money back. But nonetheless, we do have double money on the bail enforcement staff income that you get through your bail agents that accrues in the wall safe like I just talked about. We also have double money and RP on the Overtime Rumble adversary mode. So go to jobs, go to play job, go to Rockstar Created, go down to adversary mode, and then find Overtime Rumble. You can find it right here at the bottom in the O category. Double money, double RP. They are pretty fun. It's, these adversary modes are always good if you have no sort of business in the game and you want to rank up a little bit faster and also make a little bit more money while you're, saving up for the Kasatka or the Acid Lab, whatever the case is, right? So here you go. Here's another opportunity. And then the wildlife photography on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S is also going to be double money and double RP this week, and I will have a guide on that out tomorrow if you're interested. When it comes to the vehicle discounts, we already talked about some of them from cars that were removed from the game, like 30% off the Innis S80RR, 30% off the Ocelot XA21, as well as other vehicles that we discussed. But we're also going to talk about a few more from cars this week. So we do have just standard discounted vehicles that, are cars that you could buy off in-game websites. Starting off, we have the Ubermacht Rebla GTS on sale for $822,500. It's a beautiful BMW X5 you can get in this game. I absolutely love it. The only bad thing about it is there's a little bit understeer at those really high speeds, or a little bit of understeer at the really high speeds. So just hit the brakes so you don't go plowing into a wall, please, because you don't want to ruin this car. It's just so good looking. You can also get 30% off the Karen Futo GTX, so it's on sale for $834,750. The Albany Brigham is also on sale for 30% off, and you can unlock it for $1,049,300. We have the normal Declassy Granger 3600 LX that's on sale for 30% off for $1,050,000. On Warstock, the Vapid Stanier LE Cruiser is also on sale for 30% off. The trade price is going to cost you $2.462 million. The standard retail price is $3,283,000. And then we also have the Bravado Yuga Classic 4x4 that is going to be 30% off here. This is a pretty sweet opportunity. The Bravado Yuga off of Benny's isn't actually on discount. It's the conversion that is discounted. So that's, instead of it costing you $1,288,000 this week, it is only going to be 30% less, or it is going to be 30% off. So that's pretty nice right there. Basically $195,000 plus the $901,600 Benny's conversion, and then you have the Bravado Yuga Classic 4x4. So that's definitely worth picking up in game this week. It's a pretty cool style van. I think it's worth the money just to have something fun to mess around with, right? I almost forgot about this opportunity. Not too big of a deal, but we do have the Buckingham Alpha Z1 that's also 30% off that you can pick up for $1,116,500 this week. At the gun van this week, let's check out what's on offer. So we do have the machete, the military rifle, the flare gun, the advanced rifle, the marksman pistol, as well as the standard SMG. But in terms of our discounts on the gun van this week, we actually have some pretty decent opportunities. Like always, there's nothing exceptional, but it is what it is. The advanced rifle is going to be 40% off for all players. Honestly, severely underrated weapon in the game. Players love the Special Carbine Mark II. I love the Service Carbine, as well as the Standard Carbine Rifle Mark II. I love all of them. But the advanced rifle, do not sleep on it. It's a pretty good gun here in this game. And then if you do have GTA Plus, don't forget about this discount that would be sitting here otherwise, waiting for you to claim it. It is the military rifle. Those of you guys who have GTA Plus, this is also going to be 30% off this week here in GTA Online. It's an awesome AUG that you can get in GTA 5. With all that said, though, I think we're going to be wrapping things up right here. Those are all of the major changes for this week in GTA Online. We discussed all of the discounted vehicles, the removed vehicles featured back for a limited time this week, the good gun van opportunities, how to make some bonus money, both with actual money bonuses as well as extra money rewards that you could get for doing bottom dollar bounties here in this game. We talked about the 2 free vehicles you can get at the podium, you know, at the Diamond Casino and Resort, as well as the Ellis car meet with the prize ride this week. And tomorrow, make sure to tune back in, like I was saying, for the money guide on the wildlife photography, overtime rumble, as well as how to make some extra money fast with the bail office. We'll do some live gameplays of the most wanted target, as well as the standard bounty targets as well. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed or just found the video helpful. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Check me out over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. I live stream GTA as well as Red Dead several times a week here on my Twitch. I would love to have you guys part of that community and that live stream community over there. And with all that being said, again, thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next GTA Online video. Adios, amigos.